I woke up one night after a long night of drinking Joshua Hennessy and a shitload of Bob beers while eating Kerry tacos and RJ hamburgers. I was Ilya Kovalchuk all night and my Victor Hedman was killing me. I had no idea where I'd Jamie been. This isn't a Trevor Daly occurrence, so I wasn't too worried. That being said, I could hardly open my Steve Eisermans and get out of the Joe Sakic. The Matt Sundin was coming up, so I had to close my Chris Drapers. After a long night out, I usually put on a pot of ball coffee and grab a Trevor glass of water. The Adam party must have been pretty Chris Oscar because the whole evening doesn't seem too Daniel Cleary to me right now. Come to think of it, where have I Richard parked my gym car? It's no secret I've been a Mark Messier in the past, but last night wasn't Joey Kosher. I think if I call this number on my Mike Palmatier, they might help me remember the West McKnight. Okay, I'm Nick Backstrom after a Roberto Luongo conversation with Roman Chikmanik from last night. Turns out this Andrew Burnett was pretty Wayne Primo for being so Alex Ald. Well, she told me the bar was so Troy Crowder we tried to leave. That was until my car Eric stalled, not once but 3 times. I had no Keith O'Coin on me, so I had no choice but to write a Peter Inachek and get my car towed before someone Jarrett stole it. Probably not the most Patrick Sharp thing I've ever done, but that's the carry price you've got to pay. Thank God one of my Brad boys drove by in his Jeff Carter and picked us up to give us a Michael Ryder. It wasn't exactly Brad May at that time of year, so it was pretty Jeff freezing outside. All I had on was a Spring Riley coat. I could hardly feel my Michael Handzus, and my Jeff fingers were going to Alex Froloff. It was getting late and started to David Hale. Didn't take long for the car's snow to start resurfacing on the Mark Stripe. As soon as I got to my buddy's car, I asked him to turn up the Danny Heatley. He knew I was Ben eager to get Thomas Holmstrom, but it was the holidays and there were Yaroslav spot checks everywhere. Finally got home with this Marty Brodeur, and much to my surprise, she pulls out her own Lubomir Vishnowsky. This was perfect, because the last thing I want is my Jack Johnson to get all Peter Schaefer. It's bad enough I had Brent Burns on my Michael Nylanders from a few Kevin weeks back. Not to sound Kevin Lowe, but her Francois Beauchemin was pretty Alex Tanguay and smelt like Mike Fisher, so I wanted to finish up Kevin quick. She said she had never done that sort of thing before. Well, I drew Dowdy it, because her Dustin Brown was awfully Yuri Talusti and not from the Hack and Lube. I Jim Slater for about a Thomas hour, until her Stefan Yell and Travis Mullen woke up my roommate and he kept asking me what the Johan heck I was doing. Her nails were so Robert Long I had Daniel Markov's all over my David Backus. That made me really Kurt sour. Well, I cleaned up the Alex 7-Up off her face and hopped into Billy Bathgate. She wanted to do it some Dominic Moore, but I had to practice the next day, so I told her to Victor Tikhonov and went to go look for my Daniel Carcillo. The whole night was a Jussi Jokinen. Not to feather toot my own horn, but I'm the best Blake Wheeler there is, and that's why they call me the Derek King.